light the candles again. For 50 years.
50 years.
Yes.
Oh.
I started cruising in the 1960s aboard the school ships, which we used to use to take 1,000 of our pupils abroad every fortnight. And I sailed on the very first school ship, Danira, and then I sailed on Navassa, which was the largest school ship, and finally I sailed for over 20 years on Uganda. I started in 1969, and my first transatlantic, was aboard the Chandra's liner Elenis, and that took 7 nights to go from Southampton to New York. And the reason I was on the Elenis was that originally I was booked to sail with Cunard on the new QE2 in her first season. But the Greek line Chandra's came along with such a wonderful offer of a single cabin with facilities, I could not refuse it. In 1970.
And which ship was that?
That was on QE2, the ship whose hat I am wearing.
And which you are looking
I'm
forward to
looking
see
for very much.
in Dubai now.
Yes, I'm going aboard her when we reach Dubai on Tuesday, and I am going to have lunch on board the ship, which is very exciting. The very first real cruise for 2 whole weeks was aboard the P&O liner Canberra. Canberra had been built specially in 1961, and she was called Canberra because she was to take emigrants to Australia. She was named by Dame Patty Menzies, the wife of the Governor-General of Australia. But sometimes each year, Canberra was not required for the emigrants, and so she became our first cruise liner.
Your work at that time, did you work
I was working as a school headmaster, and aboard the school ships I was known as a party leader. I looked after a group of 15 children, and they were aged from 10 up to the age of 18. Continued with my career in education, and I became headmaster of the largest primary school with 3-year-olds to 12-year-olds in the whole of Scotland. I had 800 pupils. And perhaps as a result of my being head of the largest primary school, I was invited by Scottish Television to become their educational advisor.
What did you do then?
I took an early retirement and I reinvented myself. I reinvented myself as a cruise ship lecturer. And I talked about ports from Nordkapp in Norway all the way round to Oslo and into the Baltic, and then all the way from Germany to Spain and out to the Atlantic Islands.
Which cruise line was that?
Yes, I was working for Thomson. Thomson was the British name for the big European travel agency, TUI. You know, we cross the T, we dot the I, and we put U in the middle.